Okay. Let's decode Melissa's mathematics lesson. Okay, the Trinity write on the green board. 1 plus 1 equal to 2s. S signify Shekinah factor due to the following 7 reasons.
Shekinah factor, right?
Okay, due to the 7 reasons. I don't manage to type out everything yet. Okay. The reason number 1. Okay, the correct answer is the right spiritual answer, the Trinity say. Okay, 1 plus 1 is equal to 2s. 2s means 2 with a Shekinah factor in it. Okay, and why is there a Shekinah factor? Due to the 7 reasons. Because God said the correct answer is the spiritual answer, the right spiritual answer. Okay? And number 2, the spiritual answer is fluid all the time. Okay, its fluid answer is not a constant. Fluid is not a constant, right? But it's a moving fluid which changes the form to whichever shape that contains it. Understand?
It's a fluid all the time. It's a fluid answer, not a constant one. Moving fluid which changes the form to whichever shape that contains. Okay?
Okay?
Okay, like water.
Okay. And number 3, I see this one. The correct answer is an extract. The correct answer is an extract. Okay, why extract? Why the correct answer is an extract? Why? It is because the answer can change anytime according to the heart condition of the man at that time. Okay? Understand? God is teaching you heavenly mathematics class. Okay, all your answer actually comes from the spiritual realm. Which you think when you calculate your calculation 1 plus 1 equal to 2. But God says it's not true. 1 by 1 equal to 2s. What's the s? S is a Shekinah factor. And why is it a Shekinah factor? And God gives the 7 reasons. Okay? The first reason is the correct answer is the right spiritual answer. Because spiritual realm is originating realm of all your answer. Okay, and number 2, the spiritual answer is fluid all the time. Its fluid answer is not a constant, but a moving fluid which changes the form, whichever shape that contains it. Okay, and that will be the answer. And number 3, it is an abstract answer. So why is it an abstract answer? It is because the answer can change anytime according to the heart condition of the man at the time. So now your condition like this, the answer is right. Next time you change, the answer is change again. It changed, it's fluid according to your heart condition at that time. Okay, and number 4. I heard God say, it depends on whether you have settled all your outstanding back books of accusation in our heavenly court. Okay? So, why 2S? The S is because of the Shekinah factor, okay? And the fourth reason is because whether it depends on whether you have settled all your outstanding black books of accusation in our heavenly court. Because all this will affect your answer, which comes from a spiritual realm. Okay? If you have not settled, your answer also will change. Understand? And number 5. And God said it also depends on your average weightage of your overall white books of credit versus your black books of accusation. Okay?
It also depends on your average weight of
That means God is going to weigh your white book and your black book and see what is your average weightage. Come up with the score. You know? Okay? Let me explain to you. Okay?
Number 6, not 5.
Okay, let me just explain to you. So just okay. So imagine this is your black book. And this is your white book. So the difference of the white and the black, the difference, I see this one, it will lead to approved consequences. So that will affect your answer. Understand? Got it? Okay? Understand the meaning? Okay? That means the difference between your black book and your white book, it's called the approved consequences. Okay? And number 5?
Number 6, yeah.
No, this is explaining number 5. So now it's number 6, okay? Okay. Okay, now number 6. I see this word, your obedience and your uniqueness factor, okay, will determine the answer. It play a part of the outcome of the answer you get. Okay, and number 7. I see this word. Your allegiance factor.
Okay.
Which will sum out the overall answer from this equation.
Okay.
So, do you get it?
Okay. You want me to explain to them?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, basically, let me share with you my experience. So sometimes, this is real one, so that you all understand what God means by 1 plus 1 equals 1 plus 1 equals 2f. Because I always argue with SHEKINAIH, you know. So I say, this is a fact, it's a fact, 1 plus 1 is equals to 2, So sometimes I cannot take it, you understand? Yeah. White is white, black is black, Correct? This is white now. Then you know what I said? No. I see the word is not white. Can you understand what I said? I said, just too much, The kind of mind, correct? 1 plus 1 is 2. He said, no, it's not 2. I saw the word is not 2. Can you understand? You understand what I said? So what am I trying to say? What God is trying to say is, it is not what you think that is the final already. You understand? Based on what you know. Correct? Based on the so-called truth. If you are from the denomination, that is the truth, Jesus is the only one, the only son. There's no other son, According to their standard, you understand? Correct? Other to Christian, everyone go to hell except Christian all go to heaven, Can you understand? You argue and argue also no use because they are already so fixed here, you understand? So are we so fixed with 1 plus 1 is equals to 2, right? This is what we understood is 2, right? Correct or not? Can you understand? So God purposely put there 1 plus 1 is 2s, no? It got SHEKINAIH factor, no? So it depends on SHEKINAIH, no? It's not 2, So whatever thing you're very sure, you cannot be sure anymore, no? Because as far as God is concerned, He got the final say, like. So SHEKINAIH, correct? So whatever thing you think is so sure, no more sure already, because there's a factor called SHEKINAIH factor. Correct? In every part of your life, every area of your life, whatever you can think of, you want to use your carnal mind to talk about truth and truth, fact and everything. Correct? There's no such thing anymore, right? That's what I'm trying to say. Okay? So then we can come with the number 1, number 2. It's all these things, correct? The correct answer is based on spiritual answer, no? No more your carnal-minded answer, no? It's white. No, it's not white. Because God sees differently, correct? Because God He will answer you in the spiritual way. The deeper one that you cannot know, correct? You are basing on physics, correct? Basing on the physical eye, correct? If God talk to you, in the higher realm, it might be a different story. Correct? Can you understand? God will talk in different language. Because we are, our limited mind is like this only, right? Yeah. There's nothing. But the dog can see something, Correct? Correct. There's nothing. What you're talking about? What noise? Correct? But some of the animal, they can hear very far, Are you sure? What happened if one day you got a 千连眼, Correct? You're like this. Okay. Oh, he's coming. He's coming. I saw him in the bus stop. You must be kidding, correct? Correct? Can you understand? I see the bus stop now is sitting down, You're talking in the different time already, I'm hearing what they say, These people will not be able to take it, right? Now I saw who and who talking, and now they are talking, This is what they talk, You see, cannot be, correct? You get fed up, correct? Get irritated, correct? So it's the same as 1 plus 1 is not 2, Can you understand where we come from? So it depends on the spiritual realm. Right? The second one is the spiritual answer is fluid. So there's no fixed one, Today I can say that this is black, it's not white, Tomorrow he might say that this is yellow, What are you going to do? Correct? Correct. Then he said that Hezekiah is a girl, What are you going to do, right? How you want to take out a show? No. That would be cannot trick, right? Cannot trick, right? Cannot trick, right? There, you see? Okay. Can you understand? So what I'm trying to say is, God is like this one. It's also fluid, Depend on your condition. Later is later. So God is fluid. No, there's no fixed one. As far as God concerned, it's no fixed one. Right? There's no standard formula, right? Correct. God can change one actually. Correct. Because He's God, correct. He can change whatever thing, You might think that you know very well it's like this, but God can prove you wrong, Correct. I already say that if I want to prove on 1 plus 1 is not 2, it can be 1.90000 or 1467, whatever it can. If you can prove to you, can prove to you one. Can you understand? Because after all, mathematics is very limited. Mathematics is just a round up only actually. They are nano measurement and all these things. So whatever. So there is a spiritual answer. There is also a fluid answer. The spiritual answer is fluid all the time. It's a fluid answer, not a constant one. Moving, like water, the form can change anytime. Water is fluid, Correct. You say water is square. Water is not square. Water is whatever vessels it contains, it will be there in the shape, Correct. So it's like this law. God is also fluid law. His truth is fluid one actually. Okay. Different situation can different answer one. That's exactly what it's trying to say. Number 3 is the correct answer is always an extract. So it's extract, right? Yeah. It's extract answer, right? You know what is extract? The verse extract. Let's see exactly what the dictionary said. Okay, I will just read extract. Extract is relating or involving a general idea or quality rather than specific people. It means not specific The word extract means not specific Correct? See, extract is relating to or involving general ideas or quality rather than specific. Correct? Correct? That's the meaning extract So it's not specific correct? Self-contained. An extract is a self-contained, powerful description. What the meaning of extract? Okay. Thoughts of apart from concrete reality. That's abstract. Yeah? The meaning of abstract means thoughts of apart from concrete reality. So it's not reality, right? Specific object or actual instances and abstract idea. Abstract art, Abstract art, You see, you don't know, you see, you don't know what, Correct? Abstract, right? Then you see from this angle, it's a backside, then opposite, and then is a nose, that kind of thing. And you see this, it's a woman,
That's why, the film that the painting is the abstract painting, is not the realist painting. It's different painting.
So it's very abstract, There's no solid one, Correct? Abstract painting, Abstract. Correct? So there's no specific quality, a quality or a characteristic apart from a specific object. It's not specific, A woman means a woman, no. You look at, suddenly it becomes not a woman, no. It can become another thing, Abstract, they call abstract, correct? So same thing with God's answer, no? Or God's way, no? God's way is not 1 plus 1 equals 2, It's not. Can you understand? God's way is fluid, is abstract, that we cannot understand. Correct? So the reason why I say 1 plus 1 is 2, because it's my question. I say 1 plus 1 is how many? 2, correct? Yes, it's facts, How can we do this, correct? Correct. That's how I canonise my. But God is telling now 1 plus 1 is not 2 actually. It's 2s. It depends on Shekinah factor. And Shekinah factor is what? It's God's factor Trinity Shekinah Correct? That God can do whatever he wants to do, correct? Based on his way, ma. He know better than us, ma. That's the reason why my way is not your way, ma. My thoughts is not your thoughts, correct? It's so far away, correct? Correct? How can you put God in the box, correct? We always put God in the box, do you know that? Based on our limitation, limited. Correct? Correct? Just like now we're talking about feel intimidated, right? We put God in the box, right? But God shows us that He's in control, right? He's one of humiliated things, right? He's keep on showing us that through many ways, through many days, right? Sometimes the last time is what? The world was in a ball, right? Snowball, right? A wicked hand was holding it, right? And above it was SHEKINAIH, it was the Trinity, right? Was controlling and overlooking, right? So it's trying to say that God is overseeing everything, right? So in many ways, and now we have the Metatron, correct? He was the king of the world, right? God had given him the 70 nations, right? Correct? So you must understand where God coming from. Is every angle he will tell you actually he's in control actually. Correct? What you think, you cannot limit God in the box anymore already. Or in any mathematics, you know. 1 plus 1 is
Or your
2.
computation.
Computation, correct? That is
Also
a
compute,
limited one, you know,
money not enough. You to
limited
take
one,
away your human computation.
limitation, your
There's
limitation.
this S factor.
Our limitation. No?
Focus on the S factor.
Correct. So what
Everything
God
will
is
fall
trying
in
to
place.
say is,
You
don't
will
say that 1
balance
plus
up,
1
God
is 2
say.
anymore, you know. Because God will always prove us wrong. Now it's giving us the knowledge of His way. Okay? The next one. Before that, right?
I put
Okay,
this
it's
way,
fruit. It's fruit, okay? You keep on changing one, okay? Why? Because the answer can change according to the heart condition. So God can today give you the answer, say tomorrow give you another answer. But you said yesterday you already said this, correct? But because your condition now is different, can you understand where I'm coming from?
Yesterday you're a sweet boy, today you're
So
a rebellious
sometimes
boy.
we say that this is what God promised me. How come suddenly like this? Because your heart condition changed, right? Correct. Maybe God said that Wednesday you will get your check, right? But suddenly these few days you doesn't behave well, right? Correct. The devil delay, right? And God said that you won't get your check today or Wednesday, right? But you promised me, But we put God in the we try to snare God in His words, But God is not snared by His word, you understand? Correct. He has the final say. Correct. It depends on your heart condition, Correct. Correct. It might be earlier, right, if your heart condition is good, right? Correct. Give you a surprise, correct? Sometimes give you a surprise, right? Sometimes God give us a surprise, right? Correct. You understand where I'm coming from? So God can be anything He wants to be because it depends on our heart condition. So it means what now? It means our heart is very important. How we're going to respond and be in our heart. Correct? So if our heart is not upright, it's not full of faith and all, it can delay very long. Correct? Correct? Can delay very long. Correct? If our heart is not full of faith, correct? The promises might delay very long. We also don't know when because it's so fluid. Correct? So we cannot put God in the box and 1 plus 1 is 2. You already say this, it must happen that way. It cannot be that way. Because God shows His way, correct? So we have to search our heart. Correct? Okay, the next one. It depends on whether you have settled all your outstanding books, black books of accusation. It's true. It's true. Correct. Correct. Because we know that there's a devil called a withstander, right? Someone who will withstand you from your blessings, from the promises of God, right? From what God promised you, correct? So you always got an opponent, you know. And you have an accuser somehow. Correct? That's why the court case, Court case, correct? There's a court case going on always, right? Still, it depends on whether your work, right? Black book and good book, right? Correct? Stated here, right? Depend on whether you have settled all your outstanding black books, right? Of accusation in our heavenly court, right? So it's understood, So there's no fixed thing as 1 plus 1 equals 2, actually. We're not talking about mathematics, we're talking about there's no such thing as so sure. Nothing is sure, actually. Correct? Because when you're so sure, it's called presumptions. Correct? Because you do not know there are so many factors, right? Which is called what? X factor, right? SHEKINAIH factor, right? So, 5, it all depends on the average rate of your overall white books of credit versus your black books Okay, accusation. Right? So which one? Okay, the different will approve consequences. Okay?
Will lead to approved consequences.
Will lead to approved consequences. Okay. Your obedience and yielded factors is true lah. Your allegiance factors, which you will sum up the overall, is true lah. So actually, it's subjective lah. Correct. So we can say that to be very sure that what you believe when God promised you or say, I think this is a main gist, you know, or we got main principle, you know, of what is going to happen or what is going to be delayed. You understand? There's no surety one. There's no formulas called 1 plus 1 equals 2. There's a factor involved called the S factor. Correct? Who has the final say is Adonai, right? Correct? Adonai has the final say, right? Correct? And yes is the script writer, right? Correct? Yahweh is the righteous judge to pass the judgment, right? How it's going to end up, right? Correct? L is the final say, right? Correct? Yahweh Sabaoth is the one who controls the accuser, correct? And the angels in heaven, right? Correct? So all these factors are involved, right? Which is the X factor lah. S factor, which is the 7 name lah, right? So it's true lah, right? White become black, you know how you go and take it, you know, correct? Correct. So sometimes you say, it's like this ma. Cannot already, it's like this, you know, how can we be like this? You know, you get a bit upset, you know. Correct. Beginning is very upset one. Because I challenge him now, this is what color? It's white, correct? You know, you keep quiet now. You keep quiet. Hey, God said it's black. Black. Can you understand where I'm coming from now? So you never do it, you say you do it. So get offended, correct? Yeah. Correct. You never said it, you said it, you have to apologize. Correct. Get offended, correct? It's the heart condition, you understand? After you repent, God said, yeah, you're right. After you repented lah. From what? From the snake that come out, irritation, self-righteousness, disobedient, gainsay, you know that kind. They say there, you know all this the snake. Yeah, you have to repent first. Repent, okay, you're right. Before that, you're wrong. So very fluid, right? It will change, right? Correct, it will change, right? There's no fixed shape, right? This minute he said that you're wrong, you have to apologize, you have to push out everything, finish it. After finish it, okay, I see the answer, you're right, you know. Fluid. Correct, heart condition, right? So God is like this lah. Okay, I learned. Not many people can pass this test actually. So it's called what? Not consistent. Correct? In our carnal mind, we say it's not consistent, correct? Correct? And many things lah. So God is like this. Offend the mind, expose the heart. Alright? Okay? So remember, this is not a formula. It's a spiritual thing to learn. The way of the Lord is like this.
Must give the title.
Title is 1 plus 1 equals 2s. So straightforward. 1 plus 1 is 2s. It's applicable to me. Because I can relate very fast one. I have gone through. Correct? Okay.